All right, welcome back. Till now, we have been working with Docker images. We were scanning the image, we were getting a report. We even saw how we can format a report. We saw how you can extract the report in HTML. But this was after the artifact is created. But is there any way that we can scan those things or entire code at local itself? Yes, there is a way. With the help of Trivy file system, we can do it, right? If you remember, in one of the videos we actually did a comparison for Trivy, Gripe and Docker Scout, and Trivy won. Okay, so basically this is something that we are going to make use of. In this video we are going to see how does file system work, what is secret, and how does Trivy helps us in scanning the secrets, right? So yeah, in this video let us see the theory behind how the secret detection is being done with the help of Trivy. Next video will be a demonstration for the same, where we are going to see the practical implementation of Trivy file system. But before even we proceed forward, what actually is a secret? Okay, let's take a very big example. There is Ram and Sham. Ram says that I have a secret to share, that I ate two mangoes, then don't share it to anyone else. Now, Sham, being a very best friend, he doesn't share it with anyone. So, just like that, secret is something that you keep with yourself, right? It's not something that you expose it to the world. It comes to secret in cloud and in IT, a secret is a sensitive data that should never be shared in public. Now, what sort of things can be considered as a secret? It can be your API key, it can be your access token, it can be your password, it can be your private key, or it can be your JSON web token. Okay, it can be anything that requires an authentication where we are writing something as a password will be considered as secret. Now, what will happen if these secrets are leaked? Okay. If these secrets are leaked, there can be multiple outcomes, but out of those things, these are the top three outcomes that can happen. You are exposing your cloud resources, your data can be theft, and third is it can lead to your account compromise. Now, let's just take a very big example. 10 to 12 years ago from now, let's say on 2010, we were able to log into Facebook by using username and password, right? But if you share that username, your email ID and password is someone else, he or she will be able to log in with that ID, right? Your account will get compromised because back that time MFA was there, but we were not aware of it, right? Now, since MFA is there, it added one more layer of security so that we are making sure that our account is not compromised. But in that same sense, if your secret is leaked, your GitHub GPG key is leaked, your AWS token is leaked, your account can get compromised. You can even expose your cloud resources. So that can happen, right? So that is the reason we should understand why secret scanning matters. Okay, because why it happens, because most of the secrets are hard coded in the code. Now, let us understand why things are been hard coded into the code. Now, when it comes to development, the developers, in order to save the time, okay, in order to get rid of the dependency, he hard code the tokens into the code, and then he works. Now everything works fine, then he pushes the code into GitHub. Now there is some sort of security, like when you push the changes to GitHub, and if it detects any sort of secrets, it at the merge level only tells that there are secret present, kindly remove it. But if you even do a force push, it will merge the code and your secrets are been exported into the application, right? So that can be one of the reason why secrets are been hard coded, and due to that reason it leads to secret leak. Okay, now second is .env files are been committed. Now these are the .env file where all the secrets are been handled, right? And third is why these leaks happen, because the configuration files are copied blindly, we don't even check it. So these are the top three reasons why secret leak happens. Okay, now how does Trivy helps us when it comes to Trivy scanning, secret scanning? So the secret scanning catches the problem before we create the Docker file, before it goes to CI/CD or production. And how it can be done? It can be done with the help of Trivy. Now, before even we see how does it works, we first need to learn how does Trivy detects the secrets. So basically, there is no AI evolved in this. Okay, basically Trivy uses pattern based detection, and it is not just a guesswork. It scans for the file which are known for, basically it scans for the known formats, known for secret format. It can be a common identical credential structure, and there can be some high entropy strings, and there can be a provider for specific patterns. Now, let us take a very big example. When it comes to GPG keys, we are talking about it can be GitHub token, it can be AWS token, it can be Google Cloud tokens. Those tokens basically they have a specific pattern. Those pattern is been noted down in one of the form, and that is been present in a vulnerability database. So when we run Trivy file scan, at that time it run the scan and it will show that these are the secrets that are been exposed. So think of it as a security awareness. It scans a regex. Okay, a regex is a pattern that is run throughout your code and will tell you these are the things that are been exposed. Okay, and that is how it is helping us to identify what sort of secret has been passed down. Now, what are the pattern types that it scans? It can be AWS access key, it can be GitHub token, it can be generic password, it can be private keys, and it can be high entropy string, that is JWT secrets. I will attach one screenshot which will help you to visualize like how does each of these keys and tokens look like. Okay. Now, we understood how does it perform the scan. Basically, it performs a regex scan and what sort of things that it is looking for. But where it is looking for, it is finding the scan. It is running the scans on few of the files. That is .env file. It can be YAML file, JSON file, Python file, Docker file, and shell script. So the secrets can be present at anywhere, not just in .env. It can be hard coded into the file also. So that's the reason it scans everything. Now, what is false positive? Now, see, not every detected secret is real. False positive can happen. But what is false positive? Basically, since it is scanning a pattern, okay, it will scan your examples too. And at that time, it will flag that, hey, I found a secret and can you please check it? Basically, when it comes to .env, you will write some example pattern, right? In .env, you just add, you have to add AWS token over here, or you can give an example that a GPG XXX. So it will just scan that pattern and will tell you, I found that in .env there is a secret that has been exposed, but can you please re-verify whether it is the actual secret that you are passing, or it is just an example that you want the further developer to take a reference for, right? So positive can happen when the document can contain example, the test data looks like a real one, the placeholder string matches the pattern. So Trivy is considerative by design. So basically, just like a scanner that will help you to mitigate the issue before even you push it to the GitHub. So better safe than sorry. Now, what does Trivy doesn't do? Trivy does not validate secret. It does not check if the keys are active. It does not contact the cloud provider. Okay, it only answers, does it look like a secret pattern? And that's all Trivy file system does. So key takeaways from this video: Trivy detects the secret using the patterns. Cloud keys and tokens are easier to decode. Third, generic password may cause noise. That's why it will scan everything. False positive may be expected. And fifth, it will catch the secrets before even the incident happened. So these are the key takeaways from this video. Okay. In the next video, we are going to see how does Trivy file system works, a hands-on demonstration. Here we covered the theory and how and what the things are working. Okay. So yeah, that was all. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you very much.